Hello, welcome to Dungeon Rolls Podcast. I'm Rose Justin. So today we have our finale for Batman Month. We're reviewing the Batman and Spawn crossover from 1994, published by DC and Image Comics, right? And this came out in 1994. Went for $3.95 US, $5.35 Canadian. I paid $20 for this, and yeah, I'm a little disappointed. I gotta say. So it's written by famous writer Frank Miller, who did The Dark Knight Returns, which the book straight up says that this is not part of the DC Comics continuity, right? Yeah, so like Frank Miller wrote it, and Todd did the art, right? And I gotta say right away, I don't like how Batman is drawn in this book. I guess they were going for the... I guess he was going for the Dark Knight Returns look, but it looks weird. I don't know, it looks weird here, man. Like, it's... So this book is about how Batman fought this cyborg that had this homeless guy, that had the head of a homeless guy inside the robot, and he finds out the robot, the human head that was in the robot belonged to a bum, a transient, to use the PC term, from New York. So he goes to New York, right, to investigate, and Spawn is also looking around because, you know, his homeless friends have been going missing. Spawn is still homeless in this point of the continuity, right? Which, when is Spawn not homeless? Like, is he still homeless now? I have no idea. So what happens is that Spawn sees like two guys try to light this homeless guy on fire, and Spawn decides to kill the two guys. Who ends up seeing this happen? Batman. So you get this fight between Batman and Spawn. This is the title for a change. Wasn't a lie. You actually see Spawn and Batman fight, right? Which obviously, because of Spawn's powers, Spawn wins, right? And yeah. So what ends up happening? Spawn figures out that that this chick he knew from back on his mercenary days is behind behind like turning the homeless into killer cyborgs, right? And she's running some fundraiser where she's going to brainwash a bunch of politicians into going along with her plan, where she wants to, like, basically strip away free will from the populace, right? So so Spawn, in his second encounter with Batman, is able to, using telekinesis, is able to tell Batman everything he knows about this chick, right? So they go after her at the end of the book, right? And she gets, like, you know, and she gets killed in, like, the crossover, sorry, in the, you know, line of fire, right? At her lot party, and she apparently had a dead man switch where she launched a nuke, right, at New York City, and Batman and Spawn disable it. And, you know, Spawn was like, hey, let's start over, let's be friends, right? Let's bury the hatchet, right? But Batman does not like Spawn. So the final page is him throwing a batarang through Spawn's face. The end. Okay, so what did I think about this book, right? I do not know what to think about this book, to be honest, because I didn't like how Todd drew Batman, the book was pretty much the length. Like, you would think it looks pretty thick, right? Not really. It was basically a little bit more than a single issue, right? I paid $20 for this book, so it's like, I don't know, man. Like, I know most crossovers kind of suck and they don't have really much going on, but I thought, I paid $20 for this book. Frank Miller, Todd McFarlane working together. I thought, it would have been a little bit better than it was. I think I hyped it up too much. Because I've had this book for months, right? And I've been waiting to review it. And I finally read it, and to me, it was just a 6 out of 10. The art was okay by Todd McFarlane. It was a bit too cartoony. There wasn't much of a story in this book. I liked how Batman stayed true to his principles. Like, he promised Spawn, hey, when I get the firepower to take you down, motherfucker, I'm coming for you. So it wasn't like with with a lot of crossovers where Batman works with a killer, superhero or whatever, that he's where he like pretty much lets bygones be bygones and let the guy go. No, he plans on taking down like Spawn at some point, right? Which I don't know if he did in the second crossover or in the new crossover that's supposed to happen like in November. I think that's when the new Batman and Spawn crossover is supposed to happen. So I don't know, man. If I were to give this a rating, I'd say at best this is like a 6 out of 10. Definitely not worth $20. Bit of a lukewarm finale for this Batman month, but you know what? Next year we'll try to be better. Okay. So yeah, later next week, before October 1st, we're gonna have a preview for Halloween month, 2022, and hopefully, this, like, I don't think this Halloween month is probably going to be better than last year, but it's definitely going to be better than Batman month this year. Alright, guys.